We all want attachment. So why can't we seem to get it right? If there's anything that connects all of us, it's our need for connection. But we can't quite seem to figure it out. For every love song, there's a breakup song. For every happily ever after, there's heartbreak and loneliness. We strive for happy homes, but end up with mommy and daddy issues. Again, we all want attachment. So how can we get it right? I'm Jonathan Decker, licensed therapist. There is a way to enjoy close relationships that last. The key lies in attachment theory. Our whole purpose at Mended is to empower you to heal and connect with others. It is our mission in life. Don't miss out on anything that could help you. Subscribe and click the bell to get it all. Now, a stereotype that many hold to is that what happens to you as a child determines who you are as an adult. While that's not true, largely because you continue to be shaped by life and your own choices after childhood, it's nevertheless correct that the quality of your connections as a child sets the stage for everything moving forward. And many people never deviate from that. Do you know anyone who really seems to have it all together? Who enjoys close relationships with their partner, friends, and family? What about someone who is clingy, needy, and seems to push away the very people they want to be close to? Who do you know that is emotionally distant, looks after themselves, and has a hard time opening up? Can you think of anyone who lashes out at others, then hates themselves for doing so? Now, setting aside everyone else, did any of that sound like you? All of these behaviors, attitudes, and ways of connection make up a person's attachment style, which can often be traced back to our relationships with our parents and caregivers as children. So how can you know what your attachment style is and how to connect with those who are different from you? How can you create relationships that endure and are mostly happy? I'm going to review the 4 different attachment styles with you, help you find the one that best describes you, and show you how to create secure attachments in your life. Growing up, I was close to my parents. I had a lot of confidence and approached the world fearlessly. But childhood bullies, followed by losing my mom and getting dumped by 5 different women in a row, wiped that right out. This is across my lifespan, not all just when I was a kid. I found myself desperate, clingy, and acting in ways that embarrassed me today, all in attempts to find closeness and love again. I didn't know who I was anymore. I know people raised in abusive homes who become violent in themselves. Others shut down and shut others out. I've seen betrayal trauma, insecurity, and family of origin relationships affect people in hundreds of ways. Always we strive for balance. On some level, we all want belonging, even if we try and turn that want off. Our circumstances and our choices determine how we try to meet these needs. How we try to meet these needs is our attachment style. John Bowlby found 3 of the 4: secure, anxious, and avoidant. A 4th style, disorganized, was later discovered. Securely attached kids had affectionate, available parents and generally grew into confident, well-adjusted adults with healthy relationships. This is the attachment style to strive for. Anxiously attached kids had parents who were inconsistent, sometimes affectionate and available, and sometimes detached and harsh. These children often grew up to be clingy and desperate in their relationships and struggled with self-esteem. Other times the parents were fine, but ensuing rejection, manipulation, and abuse caused a securely attached person to shift to anxious. Avoidant children had parents who were consistently detached, critical, and unavailable. These children learned to soothe themselves, to silence their emotions, and to withdraw from others. In adulthood, they tended to form non-committal sexual relationships and to struggle with forming any lasting or meaningful attachments. Again, this attachment style can also develop later on if loved ones are distant, harsh, or apathetic. Kids with a disorganized attachment style were often raised by chaotic, unstable parents who were at times terrifyingly abusive, then sorry for their behavior and affectionate. These children both feared and loved their parents, growing up to display similarly chaotic behavior in their own relationships as they lashed out towards others, then hated themselves for doing so. Which of the 4 are you? Secure, anxious, avoidant, or disorganized? How is your attachment style currently affecting your ability to be close to others? The real question, of course, is how can you move from one of the 3 insecurely attached styles in order to enjoy secure, close, loving relationships? Now, I'll tell you my thoughts on that in a second, but first I want to tell you about another video, Why Attachment Theory in Early Childhood Affects You. I want you to check that one out after this one. In it, I go deep into how to help your own children develop secure attachments and where attachment theory comes from. Now, if your style is secure attachment, congratulations! You can stay that way by practicing selfless consideration of the needs of others, balanced with drawing healthy boundaries and expressing your needs. If your style is anxious, know that you cannot let others love you until you love yourself. Otherwise, you'll have a hard time believing that you are worthy of love. Recognize that the inconsistency of others in loving you is more about their own weaknesses than any defects on your part. Forgive yourself of anything you're beating yourself up over, making amends as necessary. Remind yourself that while you have weaknesses, you also have strengths. Now, if your style is avoidant, know that the detachment shown towards you previously was about the other person's inability to connect with you, balance their life, or manage their emotions. You may see other people as overly needy or emotional, but meeting them with your own vulnerability will allow you to see that there is joy in trusting others who are worthy of that trust. There is joy in comforting and being comforted. There is joy in not holding it all inside. If your style is disorganized, any abuse, neglect, manipulation, or instability you suffered was not your fault. The world may feel like a power struggle to you. You've likely felt powerless before, and now you want to feel powerful. The shame that comes with this attitude merely drags you down. Better to feel healthy guilt directed at your behavior than unhealthy shame directed at yourself. How you've learned to be is not your fault, but stability and change are your responsibility. Whether you are secure, anxious, avoidant, or disorganized, you can benefit from learning more about healthy relationships. A skilled therapist can help you with conflict resolution, communication, personality types, and how to give and receive affection. It doesn't have to be with us, but we do have programs for all of that. Now, one last piece of advice: your attachment style is not set in stone. Support, learning, and counseling, combined with work on your part, can get you where you want to be as an individual and in your relationships. Now, I want to hear from you down below in the comments. What was your childhood like? What do you think was your attachment style? Have you continued on that path, or have things changed? Or if you have questions for us about attachment theory, healing from the past, or raising your own kids well, let us know in the comments below and we'll happily address them. If you found this video helpful, I'd like to invite you to watch the next one right here. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so that you never miss a video. Here at Mended Light, we're invested in helping you heal yourself so that your light can shine to the world, so that you can be the happiest, best version of you. I'm Jonathan Decker, licensed therapist, and I'll see you next time.